My name's Morgan Baum, and I'm the CEO and owner of the Clay Coyote Gallery and Pottery. And the industry in which I work is retail and creative arts. Well, I joined the Clay Coyote 3 years ago as the owner because it was a family business. But what really attracted me to the business was education, working with the community, supporting local artists, and just having fun playing in clay every day. My position at the Clay Coyote is, as the owner, requires me to do a lot of different things. And so going to school did benefit me, but being a small business owner does not require a degree. It requires a lot of things, but you don't have to have a degree. I personally think that going and furthering your education is really good to create a well-rounded human, and to give us all critical thinking skills and to make us stronger in our communities and our personal lives. And then that makes us stronger as a business owner too. But I did not need to have any specific training in order to be the owner of the Clay Coyote. There's no such thing as a typical day when you're a small business owner. Every day is a new adventure. Most of the time, I spend the beginning of my morning making a plan for my staff. I have 11 people on my team, and everybody looks to me for direction and guidance for what they need to be doing. I also spend a lot of my time interacting with customers, and my customer relations department is me, and I often get questions overnight that I'll be responding to when I get to the office in the morning. But a lot of times I spend being the creative director, talking about what pots we need, building our website, doing our marketing, talking to customers when they come in the door, and staff development, and really being a leader that our team, can look up to and can execute the vision that we have for our organization. The skill sets that are best for a small business owner, especially in retail, are patience and organization. And they call me the Morganizer because I'm very organized. And it takes a lot of organization to make a small business work. You have to pay your bills on time. I always joke that one of the number one things I do is pay bills, pay bills, pay bills, pay more bills. And keeping track of that is really important because you have a lot of people who rely on you. You also have to pay your taxes and your payroll taxes every month. And so there are a lot of things that you have to keep on top of to make your small business run. And so organization is key, especially around scheduling and managing your team. I would also say that patience is important because everyone looks to you to be their leader. And so you have to be calm, cool, and collected. And if a customer is yelling at you, you have to help them through it. And if a staff member has a dispute with another staff member, you get to be the arbitrator. And so you get to do all sorts of things. Patience and organization, though, are probably at the top of my list. One of the biggest challenges in the retail industry is that consumer confidence and consumer behavior is fickle, and it changes constantly. So you have to be on top of the market. So one example would be that in the old days, people would go into the store, you turn your open sign on, and people would walk in the door. And now most consumers shop online, and so you have to be able to change your business model and to adapt with the consumer needs. The biggest reward is the day you get to make the pots, and the customer who calls you and tells you how they just used their pot. One of the things I wish I knew about my career field before I got into it was just how different it would be to be the boss. And I'm saying this to you because some of you out there might become bosses at some point. And there's a real responsibility in being a leader for your organization. It's a bigger weight than I ever anticipated. When I was at a different organization and somebody else was my boss and I had some people who worked for me, I didn't feel the amount of commitment and responsibility I do to the team that I have when I'm the top of the heap. If there's something wrong and you're the boss, you got to fix it. And that's one of the things that I guess I knew intuitively, but I didn't know how it was going to feel until I was in that role. So it's something to keep in mind. It's one of the greatest rewards being your own boss, but it's one of the most challenging parts of the job.